to the house owner, and normally this will be like 70% to 80% of the house value, and you pay no monthly rent. A lot of people take out loans for the deposit, and so you're basically paying interest to the bank while the landlord uses your money to invest in other things. I personally chose worse here. This video is for you. I hope it helps you know what to look for and how to better protect yourself. Without further ado, let's dive in. First and foremost, let's talk about money. In Korea, when it comes to renting, you're basically choosing between two systems.
Is costing me $780 a month. Key deposit, the key money, aka the deposit, was 2 million won, which I believe is around $1,500. The way that I used to find my apartments was
it can go from maybe 500,000 Korean won to definitely over $1 million. For me, I just wanted what they call a one room, so it's kind of like a studio space, open concept. I didn't need a bedroom or anything. And I said anywhere on the Seoul subway line would work for me. So
shorter than me, but it's an almost full-size fridge, right? A huge thing, because a lot of apartments have like a mini fridge. You can't put a lot. And I have a freezer too, which is useful because I freeze my food.
To check 관리비 too. This is the management fee that is added on top of your monthly rent. A lot of the times, the 관리비 doesn't include utilities like water, gas, electricity, etc. And I have even seen some places that are pretty nice, but
the funniest thing timing was, she was like, as long as it's silent a bit, let's talk and give our impression.
The whole time we weren't filming, there was no airplane. Are you
timing?
fee for a grand total fixed fee of 754,000 Korean won every single month. So to be honest, I thought the numbers were great. For a new place like this, the rent to be, in the 700s was fine for me. The only issue with this place is that
like I can walk through the Hyundai area and to Yeonnam-dong if I want. I don't have to take the subway. And also just the area itself, it has a bunch of food options, a bunch of restaurants and whatnot. So I'm staying in Mapor right now. The two previous apartments I stayed
regarding like where's the deposit, I'll talk about what to look for and how to better protect yourself in later sections. There's also a common thing that most people don't tell you about upfront is that you can't really be looking for worse many months ahead because the listings
for my previous apartment, and he specialized in the Gangnam area. Now, he showed me a frankly really ugly apartment and I was like, I don't like it. So I actually ended up going online, finding this.
Meanwhile, I was still looking at Chikbang myself and I came across this apartment that really caught my eye. Based on the pictures and the rent price that they posted, I was like, I have to see this apartment. So I sent it to my realtor, but then unfortunately, apparently the landlord's realtor was like,
So we're back in the regular studio apartment.
So I looked on Naver Pudongsan, and when you go on there, you see a map. You type in your specifics, so your budget, the type of apartment you would like, and then it just shows you all of the available houses.
Like listings on the website. They had like 30 places, but since the one I saw on Airbnb and I wanted was there, and it already had like reviews on Airbnb, I was like, okay, this is a good place. I can rent it through this website. But I was cautious, but never had any problems.
End up having a few weeks of gaps between right now and your move-in date. I use this app called 33 meter square. It basically works like a Korean version of Airbnb, but more designed for Korean local people who are looking for a short-term stay for whatever.
Want me to view this place. From my personal experience now, I would definitely say to any friend looking for a place to just look for it yourself. So the way that I found my current apartment, and the place that
the other option that my friend had recommended me, but I just wanted to tell him no, like I have sincere intentions of signing this place. And of course, dealing with real estate in a foreign country is not easy at all. We're communicating in Korean. I'm not fluent in Korean. There could be so many missed things, so
Perplexed by a lot of things. So I'm gonna ask a lot of questions, see if I can add them to this. If you have, if there's any information I can give you, I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, to think of the next strategy because right now it's not giving.
It's not. So now we will be heading.
Find out, you'll probably be fine. But here's the thing. Regardless of what the agent says, your contract will still say no pets allowed. So if the landlord ever finds out, you could face eviction, a huge cleaning fee, or lose part of your deposit. And you're technically in the wrong.
rent on a month-to-month basis or sign like a 6-month contract or a 1-year contract. If you do the month basis, it is a little bit more expensive, but that's very flexible compared to like locking yourself in for like a 1-year lease in a country that maybe you're not sure how long you're going to be in for.
This type of money. I learned this from the real estate agent and my Korean family members. If the registry shows that the property is under 신탁, you need to be extra careful. What this means is that the apartment doesn't belong to an individual or owner in the usual way.
There's actually different types of apartments, which still kind of confuses me, but I'm gonna break down the most common ones. So number one, we have villas. I used to live in a villa as well. In a villa, typically you have the landlord living in
Work for you at all because we all have different needs. Maybe you need to be close to your school or work. Maybe you're really on a tight budget. Or maybe you want to experience that modern loft-style apartment and don't mind it being compact and smaller in size. All of those are completely
For standard bathroom, right? There, shower. I did buy a shower filter, okay? I don't think it worked, but standard bathroom things. Moving on from the bathroom. Over here we have
for them to come in, and humidity is also quite a big problem in the basement apartments. Luckily we did have windows, so we were able to open our windows, but a lot of basement apartments don't even have windows, like a lot.
My first meeting is late, so I'm waiting. I'm at the cafe right now. As you can see, I'm gonna give him like 15 minutes.
Also has its drawbacks. Its biggest pull was the price. I had a roommate at the time, Anna, hello if you're watching, and it was a 3-bedroom or 2.5. No, it was a 3-bedroom. It was a 3-bedroom, but the
Apartment. I'm really gonna miss how spacious it is, how open it is. My new place is definitely smaller. Having said that, I think it might be time to do an apartment tour for this apartment. I can't believe everything happened in a span of 3
up front. You can always ask help from the real estate agents, but again, please do your own research. It took me a whole month, but I finally found my home for the next 2 years. If you have any questions regarding renting in Korea, leave me a comment.
But genuinely, I'm the loud one now. I'm the loud neighbor, you know? So I get my peace and quiet, I have my windows, I have my light. Everything is super automated, so you can only get into the building if you have a passcode. I hope this quick little video helped you out.
I was ready to compromise on any of them as long as my 3 big non-negotiables were met. If you're planning to rent in Korea, I highly recommend sorting out your own non-negotiables and nice-to-haves early on because it makes your whole search so much easier and avoid wastes.
So I would consider myself a bit of a veteran, quote unquote, when it comes to like being an expat and looking for apartments in Seoul. I got a lot of questions. So just a quick refresher for those of you who haven't seen my
Chikbang myself, and the other one was the one that he had found for me. So apartment number 1 is the one that I found on Chikbang. This apartment is maybe like a 10-minute walk from a subway station in Seoul, and this building is 5 years old, so not as new as what I had originally wanted it